Afternoon, everyone. I haven't been out for a while. I've been so busy work-wise, running courses and stuff like that. So it's just late afternoon, and I've just popped out, and I've been looking for yellow wagtails and other small birds, and that's the plan. So I'm at an area where every year we get round about between 10, 20, 30 yellow wagtails, and they only stay for 2 or 3 weeks and then they disappear somewhere else. So I'm guessing they're migrating through. So that's the plan. Look for some wagtails, and also this is a good area for skylarks. I'm going to see if there's any skylarks singing. So that's where they go right up into the sky and they sing for ages, and then they slowly drop down, and I normally photograph them as they're dropping down. And I think generally the higher these skylarks go and the longer they can stay up in the air calling, the more the more eligible they are for the female. So they're more likely to get a partner, they're more likely to mate and produce offspring. So that's why the skylarks stay up high for so long and sing so loud. It's an absolutely fantastic thing to watch and hear. So that's the plan. I'm going to look for yellow wagtails and keep an eye for skylarks, and it's a really good time of the year to do that. Sort of early-ish spring, well, I'd say early to mid-spring. Any time along that sort of period of time is great for these small birds. And yeah, we'll see what we see. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you in a little while. I've got some great shots of skylarks now. They went up really high, and as I say, I'll just wait for them to drop down, and I've got some lovely stills, and I've also got some slow motion footage, I think. And they're your typical small little brown bird, so little brown job, but the fact of the matter is the way they sing just is fantastic. It's a bit like a nightingale, isn't it? Nightingales are not visually that stunning, but the song is fantastic, and I think it's the same thing with skylarks really. So I've got some great skylark shots. I've seen some yellow wagtails, so that's great, and I hope I get some decent shots of yellow wagtail as well. So I'm walking up to like a little, it's not a hide, but it's like a photo blind. And I was actually here in the winter as well, and I did spot a few skylarks. And this is again a good spot for skylarks. It's also can be a good spot for birds of prey. So sometimes you get red kites come over, marsh harriers, kestrels. So we never know what we're going to see here. I have also photographed yellow wagtails from here, and also it's brilliant for the skylarks. So this is the sort of place where you see the skylarks hovering above you. So fingers crossed I see a few more of those. I've got some nice shots. But we always want better, don't we? So we'll see how we go. I'm going to wait here for a while now and see what pops up. So I've got my Z8, Nikon Z8 with me, with my 180 to 600mm zoom. It's my walk around lens really. I've got a 600mm prime, but I don't use that as much actually as the zoom at the moment, although the prime is going to be better quality. But the zoom is very flexible. It means I can zoom in and zoom out. I can change my framing, and it's also very sharp, and at the moment the light's quite good. Now the sun's going in and out of clouds, so at the moment it's dropped behind a cloud, so the light levels have dropped a little bit. But when the sun's out, the light levels are really high. So even though the maximum aperture on this lens at 600mm is 6.3, f6.3, I'm still getting quite a low ISO number, so that's all good. And now it's just a case of waiting around. I'm on continuous focusing, and I'm using eye detector calls because the Z8 has got great bird eye detect, and if you've got that, why would you not use it? So. And I'm shooting actually not quite wide open. I'm shooting at f8 because that makes the lens slightly sharper. Now if the light levels drop, I would open the lens wide open, but at the moment I can shoot at f8. I haven't got super high ISO number, and I'm shooting at a 2000th of a second, so a good sort of shutter speed for birds in flight. Now I will shoot, or you do have to shoot faster sometimes if it's a particularly fast bird. but 2,000th of a second is okay for most birds. And if it's a slower bird like a heron or say a little egret, something like that, then you can probably shoot 1,000th of a second. So I'm on, at the moment, 2,000th of a second, f8, and the ISO is what the ISO is going to be, whatever I need to have it at to give me that shutter speed and aperture combination. Well, yeah, I've got some great skylark pictures from this blind, photo blind. It's not really a hide because it's like a small sort of barrier really. But not only that, I've probably got the best kestrel shots I've ever got. This kestrel was literally hovering just in front of me. I mean, literally feet away. It's amazing. Now the angle was a bit awkward at some of the time because kestrel's hovering to the wind and the wind was in slightly the wrong position, but I've still got great headshots of this kestrel hovering. I didn't have a chance to get any footage because they, you know, even though it was there for a little while, it was all about the stills, to be honest. But wow, I've got great kestrel shots, probably the best ever I've taken. So it just goes to show, doesn't it, when you're out, you start off with a plan, and the plan was to do skylarks and yellow wagtails. But I know I'm in an area where you do get birds of prey, and blow me, birds of prey, that's fantastic. I've got, as I say, fantastic kestrel shots, probably the best I've ever taken, so I'm really, really pleased. The sun's popping in and out, but I actually got it in good light as well, so I had some nice light on the kestrel. So sometimes these things just come together, and I think it's one of those things, isn't it? The more you're out taking photographs, especially for wildlife, the luckier you get. So you've got to be in the right place, so the right habitat, for the wildlife in the first place, but there's still no guarantee that it's going to turn up, is there? So then it's a matter of being out a lot and being patient. Now, I've been lucky today because I've been out a lot, but it's mainly been for work. And when I'm working, I don't tend to take many pictures, especially if I'm doing a landscape course. Wildlife, you take a few more, because you can't generally keep stopping people to teach. You have to teach in little bursts, otherwise you know, your students end up missing all the action. So I tend to have a chance to take a few more pictures, but in general, I think it's definitely the old adage, the more you're out, the luckier you get. And I've been really lucky today, but I've been out a lot, you know, even though it's not always been just me out, I've been out with other people. But what a cracking couple of hours it's been, absolutely superb. So I've got some yellow wagtails, not super close, but still nice. I've got unbelievable shots of kestrel, and we've got some decent shots of skylarks. So all good really, to be honest. I'm going to make my way back to the car park now, I think, but it's been a really good birds of prey afternoon. So I've got the kestrel, already mentioned that, fantastic, but I also had a marsh harrier fly past. Now, it wasn't super close, but it wasn't super distant either, so it was really nice to see, and I got a few pictures. Now, they're not going to be the best pictures of marsh harriers I've ever taken, or ever will take, hopefully, but great to see. So I've got kestrels, marsh harriers, skylarks, yellow wagtails, and the marsh harrier and the kestrel was all from this little photo blind, and they happened really quickly together. You know, I haven't had to wait very long, to be honest, so I'll spin you around and show you what it looks like. So this is the sort of photo blind. It's not a hide, it's just basically a little wooden structure really, and you can see in the distance we've got the water, the reservoir, and then the marsh harrier flew right across in front of me, across this landscape, and then the kestrel started about here, and then it flew right up in front of this blind, and it was only a few feet away and a few feet up. So it was an absolutely brilliant thing to watch. So all in all, really, really pleased. And I'm going to, as I say, make my way back to car now, quick cup of tea, half a cereal bar, and I'm probably going to head for home. But if I see anything on the way back, and it's not a massive walk, but it's a good yellow wagtail spot, as we've already mentioned, I'll obviously stop and photograph whatever I see, and I'll put that on this video as well. So on my way back now, and I just spoke to a guy, and he said there's a cuckoo on literally on the post down here. Now that's not normal cuckoo behaviour. They're very skittish cuckoos, so we're thinking it might be injured. Now I'm going to take a picture of it anyway. It's all private. It's across private land, so we can't really get to it to take it to anyone. And in fairness, he said it is still flying around and catching flies and stuff. So look, hopefully it's okay. But for a cuckoo just to be sort of out, you know, sitting on a post is not really, you know, that normal. When there's sort of people walking past it, they're normally a bit more skittish. Although I did photograph a cuckoo in Surrey, which literally didn't care about people, and you could get some cracking pictures of it. So, you know, you never know. I'm going to go and have a look now, just before I head for home, and we'll see what it looks like. Yeah, just photographed the cuckoo. Now, it didn't look a 100% fit, but as I say, let's hope it's okay. It is still flying. I saw it sort of flit around a little bit. And it is sort of looking like it's eating insects and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll be okay. As I say, it's in a private field, so I can't get to it to take it anywhere anyway. So let's hope he's okay and he makes a full recovery. Yeah, it's another bird to hit, put in the on the list for today. And I've only been out a little while. It's been it doesn't often happen, but every now and again things really just come together. So I'll speak to you soon, guys. Right, well, I'm back at the car, and yeah, got some cracking shots of the cuckoo. I've got some lovely shots of the cuckoo in flight. So all in all, what a brilliant afternoon it's been. Now, looking at the cuckoo, it did look like it's got a damaged leg, so I really hope it's okay. But to be honest, as I say, there's not a lot we can do about that. It's flying okay, which is good, and you know, hopefully it's catching enough food to survive. So yeah, I've had a fantastic afternoon's photography. Cuckoo, kestrel, marsh harrier, yellow wagtails, got a couple of linnets on the way back as well, and they're quite nice, and skylarks, so all good. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and as always, if you have enjoyed it, if you can give it a like, a thumbs up, that would be great. And if you haven't already subscribed, if you can consider subscribing, that would be also brilliant. The more the merrier. And then last but not least, if you've got any great unexpected wildlife encounters that you've had, you know, just out of the blue, then let me know. It's always good to hear what you're all doing. So all that remains now is for me to have a cup of tea, half a cereal bar, and then I'm going to head for home. So bye for now, folks, and I'll speak to you soon.